Hi everyone, I'm here with Sasha Loutkovsky from Loutkovsky Insurances out in Parramatta in the western suburbs of Sydney. What I've actually asked Sasha to do is just have a bit of a chat to us regarding, I guess, the service model that they've got in place here at Loutkovsky Insurances. And over the years, I've actually found this to be quite, a different model than many of the other advisor offices that I've worked with. So Sasha, what I really just wanted you to do was to talk about very briefly in terms of the model that you do have in place here, because it is purely based on telephone sales, isn't it? So you guys very rarely would see anyone in person, and it actually is based off the back of kind of investment seminars and things like that, and a lot of the referrals that come off the back of those things, which I know you guys participate in quite regularly. So maybe if you could just share a couple of minutes in terms of that strategy and how that's worked for Loutkovsky Insurances in the past.
So we've been in business for 27 years. My dad is a family business. My dad started the business 27 years ago. And it's always been, we've always partnered ourselves with referral partners. Even before I started in the business, it was all about referral partners. So we'll speak at seminars based on wealth education. So there'll be an accountant speaking there, a lawyer, an insurance specialist, and then we'll get people asking for reviews from those seminars. So we rarely meet our clients of our client database built up over 27 years. I mean, I know myself, I've probably only met about 10 or 15 of my clients face to face. Everything we do is by phone and email. And it seems to work quite well. That there has to be a lot of process in place to make sure that nothing's missed and we get everything right. So, yeah. Excellent.
And in terms of that process, because that's one of the other things I've really liked about this particular office, is the systemised processes that you do have in place. I mean, you've got a lot of really good, robust workflow processes in place where things kind of pop up quite regularly and let you know that follow-ups need to be done. Can you just talk us through a little bit about how that kind of works?
So we have a fully integrated database. We are a paperless office. We don't use much paper at all. Everything is on our servers, backed up each night, off-site backup, that sort of thing. We'll get a referral from a client, it's entered in the database. We have a system-generated email which is run through our website. We've invested quite a bit of money in getting the technological side of things up and running because we don't see our clients. So because we rely so much on technology to do business, we have to spend the money there. Process-wise, everything we do has a process. Our business is very, very systems-based. So there's a process for lodging applications, there's a process for dealing with overdues, there's a process for dealing with lapses. Everything has a sheet of paper that you can print out and get yourself familiarised with the process. I mean, even after being in this business for 6 or 7 years now, not all of that time as an advisor, but being in the business, I still will print out the sheet for how to lodge an application just so I make sure I don't miss anything. And it seems to work very well. Everyone does everything nice and smooth, and yeah, it goes fairly smoothly.
Excellent. And you were just mentioning that you're putting on a telemarketer that's actually commencing here tomorrow because the referrals that you're getting from your referral sources are coming in abundance. Yeah. And you actually don't have the capacity or manpower to be able to work with those yourself. So what, you're bringing someone on specifically to work in that kind of area?
Just to follow up and get the process rolling, because from these seminars, Igor, the managing director here, he spoke at a seminar a few weeks ago, and 130 people requested reviews from us, which is fantastic. But we're an office of 4 advisors and 3 administration staff. So between all the other things we have to do for our clients, existing and new clients, we find it hard to follow up those calls sometimes. So we're getting a marketing person in to start the process rolling and get the contact happening, get the fast contact happening, to make sure that people don't forget what they've requested from us. So
excellent. And how many of these kind of seminars or referral partners would you have in place? Like, is there a number of them that you're kind of working with, and you're running constant seminars and things?
We have 2 main referral partners, both are wealth education groups, and Igor and I split the speaking roles. So he does one group and I do another. Yep. Between the 2 of them, I believe we would probably do 15 to 20 seminars at least a year. Yep. The average attendance of which is anywhere from 60 to 300 people. Yep. All of whom they've never heard about insurance, they've never thought about it, they've never considered it. So when you get up on stage and you speak about you don't want to scare them into signing up for a review or requesting your services, but when you get up there and you educate them about what it actually does, it's a captive audience. They've never felt it before, so it's quite a lucrative partnership we've got set up there.
Excellent. And one of the things I remember, Sasha, I was talking to you a little while ago actually, and I think it was a client that you guys have got an active review process in place, which is really good to see. I think one particular client you'd called up, and when you started to ask a couple of questions over the telephone, you found out through that process that there was actually, I think they'd been diagnosed with a melanoma, or you were able to identify through that process that that person was actually eligible for a claim, and they had no idea. How did that kind of feel to know that what you're doing at the end of the day really is, I guess, worth something, and you were able to, I guess, change that client's life?
Oh, for first thing, Tam, you've got a really good memory. Even I'd forgotten about that. No, so contacted that client, offered him a review of his current insurances, and he said, filling out the application, got the cancer question, and he said, yeah, I had cancer. And I'm fantastic. Was it a little cancer? Like, what was it? He said, oh no, I had half of my leg removed. So, we'll just scrap that application, lodge the claim. But it is incredible. Everyone that you speak to, whoever makes a claim, whether it's for a bed care benefit on income protection or a massive claim. My biggest claim has been a $1.6 million death claim, which was actually my first claim as an advisor. Everyone you speak to, no one ever mentions how much premiums they've paid over the years, or how much of a waste of their time it was to go through the process every year of having a review or filling out applications. This life insurance, income protection, all of the insurance products are the best monetary investment you can make. It just requires something unfortunate to happen to you, but you're never going to get a dollar for dollar return like you do on a life insurance or a trauma insurance policy. So we really sell. It depends who you're selling to, but for the people who are interested in that sort of aspect, you can sell on that sort of model. So,
Thank you so much, Sasha. Look, one of the things I guess that's really impressed me about you is that you're so young, you're dynamic, you're passionate about what it is that we do in this industry, and you're here to make a difference. So, congratulations, love, and fantastic business. Well done.
Thanks, Vicky.
Thanks for your time.